When talking to Police Chief Nick Magruder about his perspective on fire code enforcement, he also made the argument that not only will keeping a watchful eye on Uptown Athens help with issues with overcrowding, but also other illegal activities.
What about the fire code really grabbed your attention as like something to latch on to?
So I think we've done this for quite a few years now. I think COVID kind of separated a little bit because we weren't having the issues that we saw after the COVID issues. And I think once people started getting back into town and started going back to bars, we started seeing that influx in overcrowding. So this is something we've dealt with quite a bit. I think we're becoming a younger department too. So some guys are a little bit more proactive on doing bar checks, and our portion of doing bar checks and going into the bars is to help the fire department at some point, but also for other purposes other than just the fire code.
What do you mean by other purposes?
So we're looking for underage drinking and other issues that we find in bars, so intoxicated people, fights, and also any kind of drug use, things like that.
He also speaks on the significant amounts of new officers joining Athens PD and how that's changed their approach to law enforcement.
So I think with our guys that we've had in the past, in the last couple of years, we kind of turned over our department. So we had department guys where they were 25, 30 years in, where their idea of a Friday night was sitting on East State Street and kind of just letting things come and go as they did on the uptown area. Now we're having an influx of issues where we've had tons of fights, we've had assaults, we've had sexual assaults that are occurring stemming from the uptown area and getting down into different areas, and we're trying to see if we can stop that uptown before it gets out.
So trying to essentially attack it at its source, which you believe is uptown?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of it starts with the parties and the houses. So we deal with that, and we also deal with the uptown, where a lot of high alcohol consumption's happening, and a lot of people are drinking very fast in bars, or maybe drinking a lot before they get to bars, and then drinking heavier stuff or drinking faster, because the amount of time sometimes it takes to get a drink in a bar may have someone have 2 drinks at once or 2 or 3 drinks at once, just to try to make sure they don't have to wait in line 15, 20 minutes or to get a drink. So.